So, what disappoints you about America?
I feel that America is very fractioned at this point, and that each fraction is looking for their own agendas, and they're not working together as a whole, which is best overall for the country. And I feel there's just a lot of division, and it's frustrating. It's from the top down. It's from leadership, you know, the Oval Office to Congress, Senate. Just that everyone's out for their own agendas, and it's just not best for America. So that's what I feel.
Which famous American do you think represents America the most?
I feel that George Washington, our first president, represents what America should be. He took our country after the Revolutionary War and was able to bring us together. The 13 colonies, the 13 states. They all kind of like today. They all had their own agendas. He was able to unite us and to get us working towards what was best for the country in the long term. So that's why I feel he's best represents what we've always stood for.
So, which war do you think is the most significant in American history?
I think the one that comes to mind that really affects us today was World War II for many reasons. One, it really started to unite the world, and from that NATO was formed. Europe, Americas, the East started to work together. It also was significant because it brought about the nuclear age, which was very scary at some point, because we had to grow and learn from that with the Soviet Union at the time. But I feel like because of that war, we're where we are today. From the generations since, we have grown and learned from each, and I feel that's been the most important because it's the most prevalent to us.
A book that is related to the US today is Stella by Starlight. The theme of Stella by Starlight is to show the power of human spirits and teamwork. In the book Stella by Starlight, Stella and the people in her town all work together to try and support each other. When Stella's dad and 200 men went to rebel and vote, they all lined up at the voting booth and supported them. When the Ku Klux Klan set a house on fire, all the townspeople rushed to help them out. This shows how powerful the community's bond was and showed how bad racism, civil rights, and fairness was like. This is related to the US today because this was an inspiring story that made many people go against racism, which is part of the reason there is almost no racism in the US today. What will America be like in 100 years?
I think America in the future will have new forms of technology. These days, many technological inventions such as drones, autopilot cars, and the 5G internet system are being invented. Phones use has really increased among people of the world today. However, technology won't make up the entire America. I think that another effect that will take place in 100 years is global warming. The reason why I think global warming will have an effect on America in 100 years is that right now, America is already really hot, and in the last couple of years, the temperature of the atmosphere has slowly increased. Global warming can cause climate change the higher it gets, which could really change the way we as humans and other animals living on America live. Speaking of animals, I believe that many of them living on America will go extinct and maybe evolve into new species. In the past, dinosaurs and other creatures might have evolved into today's animals. In fact, it is said that birds today are dinosaurs' closest relatives. It is also said that many great apes evolved into today's humans. So you never really know what species America will have. But based on our past, in my opinion, this is pretty likely. Another thing that might have a somewhat relationship with climate change is natural disasters. In the past, we've had many disasters such as hurricanes and wildfires. However, I don't think that'll stop anytime soon, most likely not in 100 years. Take wildfires, for example. Many people aren't aware of this, but wildfires are sometimes caused by campfires and things littered, such as cigarette butts. In fact, humans are the main cause of wildfires. In recent years, the amount of litter produced has just been increasing nonstop, and right now, we don't really have good solutions for these problems. The amount of trash in the future is just simply unpredictable right now and will have a big impact on the globe. In fact, dumpsters have been filling up a lot recently, and humans haven't done much about it. Because of food dumpsters and things getting burned up in the incinerator instead of recycled, the air quality is also getting worse and might impact us humans and other wildlife that won't be able to survive for long.
The Galveston, Texas hurricane of 1900 was the worst natural disaster in American history. It claimed about 8,000 lives and caused more than $500 million in damage. The Galveston, Texas hurricane had the strength of a Category 4 and destroyed the rich port of Galveston, Texas. It devastated the port city of Galveston by killing 1 in 6 residents and destroying most of the buildings in its path. The hurricane destroyed people's homes, transportation, and ships full of goods. It also destroyed telegraph wires and signs. People were devastated, did not have homes and goods for many, many days.